Hello farmers, welcome back to the Pacific Northwest. The cotton harvest is still going on here on the lower east side. We're getting pretty much done here. Well, I don't want to say pretty much done. About halfway done. I do keep thinking once in a while to buy another cotton module harvester just to make this process go a little bit quicker for me. But yeah, that's a lot of cash. That is a lot. They're like 400,000 somewhere around there. But it's getting along nicely. So at the end of last episode, we got done fertilizing all these fields down here. I got these replanted with some wheat. Well, workers did. I've been helping the upper plateau. I've been helping out Frank up here, harvesting and replanting the fields up here, which were all set. Kind of. We'll get to that in just a second. I did make a couple deliveries of canola to Timberline flour mill. I think I brought in a combination with the two trailers like $50,000, which brings our money up to $827 for right now for today. Still early hours, running at 1 time the speed just because, well, I'm still harvesting and we're kind of replanting. And when I replant, I don't like to put the speed up too much because I hate when weeds start to come in as you're planting. I've been through that many times before, and you probably understand what I'm saying already anyways. So what are we doing today? We're just going to sit here and watch someone cultivate the field and harvest cotton. And by the way, I already got the John Deere already replanting some cotton right back in this field. No, we're going to spend some of this cash and not on a loan. So like I said, we reassessed our goals here on the Pacific Northwest. Not only do we have to still repay $22.3 million on a loan, but I pretty much said that, well, we have to buy all the land as well. And that's what we're going to do right now. We're not going to buy all the land right now. We do have most of it. Let's just put it that way. All the lower plateau, the fields that we own. But today, all these fields, 13 through 17, we are buying those fields. So this field here is 37,000. It's just a grass field, but we're going to go ahead and buy that one. Field 14 is 142,000. We're going to go ahead and buy that one. Well, I'm going to say we have to go ahead. 52,000 for field 15. 16 is 77,000. And field 17 is 113,000. All right, so that brings us down. Not too bad if you think about it. We still got $400,000 in the bank account. So yes, we still, by the end of the day, will be repaying off the loan. The reason why, if I get my foot off the pedal, that way it won't zoom in and out. The reason why I picked this field is because I can merge all these together. And not only that, there is no crops in them. So I didn't want to buy a field that had crops in it. They'll have random crops. And I didn't want to harvest, empty, do all that stuff. And I thought these would be the perfect fields because I can make this all into one. The grass fields are pretty well fertilized, but that doesn't really matter too much. A couple of these fields need lime, which doesn't matter because when we plow, well, I'm going to have to put lime in them anyways. I'm just trying to keep a close eye on our workers because if you know, when they get to this section in the corner of the field, sometimes they merge over to field 32, 34, which I would not be too happy about. Let me just check on the cotton module harvester. I think I just picked up all the modules of cotton. Let me show you something. What's going on over here. We'll jump over to the autonomous tractor. So if you're new here, yeah, these are 40,000 liter modules that we have sitting around. And you can see we got a few. Just a few. Let me hop. You know what? It'd be better if I just do this to fly mode. There you go. Yeah, so we got modules sitting around here. So we're waiting for the price to go up, which it is. I'm hoping that the price will reach up near 2,000. We are playing on hard economy, so yeah, the price on hard economy, and that is our self-marketing sell point that we have on the upper plateau. We get up to near $2,000. So each one of these modules is 40,000. There might be a couple modules in here that are just shy of that because, well, we finished harvesting a field. Yeah, we just empty out the module harvester. So yeah, I mean, we probably got maybe a couple $1 million of cotton sitting around, and plus we're still harvesting it. And we got fields over here. Couple cotton fields over here where now you can see them. They're kind of right there. I usually get about 6 modules off of that, so that field might be ready either late tonight or early tomorrow morning in game. But anyways, while this is all going on, let's go and jump up here. Yes, the Vultra I will need, but I need to jump into not the plow. Yeah, the plow up here, I don't think we've hardly ever used it. But since Frank left the drill on it, I said, well, we can put leave the drill in the back. We're going to need that. And we're going to need the plow to merge these fields up here all together. Yeah, we got all these. Well, Frank got all these fields reseeded, so he's taking us a little bit of a break. I don't know how much work I'm going to do up here, but well, I'm going to have to merge the fields myself. So yeah, this should be kind of fun, getting another field up here. So Frank and Frank Jr., who's pretty much in control of the upper plateau, it's going to get busier for them up here. They're going to pretty much go, I don't want to say non-stop, but in the future, and maybe in the near future, we may have to buy another tractor for up here. If you remember that New Holland I showed you episodes ago, maybe like 10 episodes ago, I may buy that just to help fertilize and weed around here. The Voltra can do the same thing, but now we're getting more fields. It's going to be hard to keep up with them. This class tractor here is going to be kind of in charge of pretty much just reseeding the fields. Pretty much. So there is the grass field. Let me go ahead and we'll drop off the drill because we don't need that. And let's go ahead and unfold this plow. I'm not going to leave it on the front. And, oops, detach that so it shouldn't fall over. And now hook this on up. It's been so long since you used this plow, I don't know if it's on Create Fields or what is it on. Well, it's not on Allow Create Fields, but it is now, so let's be kind of, you don't have to be careful. It doesn't really matter if I make a field where I don't want to. You just do landscaping over again. Simple as that. Alright, plow down. I said plow down. Thank you. And kind of work our way on over to the corner of this field here. Easy enough. Now, none of the fields need to be plowed, so that's no big concern there. So right now, I'm just kind of going on the edges of the fields. Yeah, this whole section right in here is going to be merged together. Yeah, I definitely didn't want to buy a field that had like potatoes or sugar beet in it either. That would have been, yeah, I would just said the heck with it. Usually in the early stages of running your farm, you probably are going to want to buy fields that have good crops in it. So you kind of get like a good harvest off of a field that you didn't have to really plant. Looks like there may have been potatoes or something up here, right? That's what it kind of looks like. And we can turn the HUD off for now. All this time I got to kind of keep track of my workers in lower plateau because like I said, they can get a little crazy now and then. I mean, is it the worst thing in the world if I look down there and they merged over to the other field again? It wouldn't be the first time. I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the last time. And I said I was going to take care of it when I do it again, and well, yeah. We know I don't listen to myself. I say things and don't do them. Kind of often, don't I? Or change. I shouldn't say it that way. Maybe I should say I change my plans often enough. That's for sure. Not going to deny that at all. So this should be a nice, decent-sized field. And the reason why I thought, originally I thought, no, let's just pay off the loan, get below 20 million. I'm thinking the same thing as when we bought the big fields, and I said I was going to wait until I get below 20 million. The sooner I buy them, the sooner I can actually profit from the land itself. So this is going to bring in a good amount of cash. Just the only, I don't want to say an issue would be, is like this field's going to be pretty darn big. So the trailer and like maybe the drill, the harvester, maybe getting to be where I'm asking too much of it. Not a whole lot much more from it, but it's getting to be where the fields are starting to get a little bit bigger than the equipment that I have up here. It's very doable if I have the workers do it, but we'll just have to see how it goes and then just take it from there. Alright, so far so good. Just be careful that the plow doesn't jitter too much and dig into the ground where I don't want it to. Taking over the Pacific Northwest, we are adding to our territory. So I think I came to the conclusion of doing this today just because when I was selling the canola and selling trailers of canola for, like I said, $25,000, $30,000, I was like, man, if I had more fields, I could make more money. And I was like, yeah, I can make my money back pretty quick on these fields, I think. Quick enough. Alright, so there is that. Alright, so the next field is up and over that corner. So we'll come down to this one, try to make it as big as a field as we can. Also leaving ourselves a little bit of room on the edges in case course play wants to do some certain things. And yep, we'll dig into this road just a little bit. But usually when I do course play, I usually do a couple headlands, so leaving myself some rooms on the headlands for something to turn around. Shouldn't have to. So let me guess, you had cotton up here. I'm going to have to plow that in. So we know what happens if I drive over it. I won't be able to plant nothing there until I plow or cultivate it. Speaking of, let me just take a quick check on Tweedledee and Tweedledum down here. Everything looks to be going fine. 3 workers in one field. The T8 is ready to start seeding the field as well. But he can't start from the other end until the harvest is finished. So yeah, we got to keep a close eye on the cotton price at our self-marketing area. Right now, last I checked, the price was about $12.50, and since we're only running at 1 times the speed, that price is not going to go up really that much at all. Alright, so this is a grass field, as we all can kind of tell, right? Alright, so I shouldn't need to go ahead and plow that in, because it is it's already a field, so I don't need to plow it again to make it a field. I kind of remember this field right here in 17. And I'm trying to see, it may not be as steep as it was in 17, but it still has an incline to it. So, I wonder if this tractor is going to have any problems pulling up our drill up here. Yeah, the drill that we have requires 400 horsepower, and I think this has 465. So, yeah, we might be okay, but yeah, we're going to find out here in the not distant future. Because once we get this one field all merged together, you got to spread some lime on it. Because 2 of the fields did need lime, and of course, I'm plowing an area that's never been a field before, so that's going to require some lime. Then, of course, Frank will have to come up here, and we'll see how he gets along seeding a new field. There, so we should have the boundary of the new field in. So this is going to be now our biggest field up in the upper plateau. Now, going downhill is not a problem. And I thought, I was thinking earlier, like I said, it'd be a good time to buy the fields, start making the money off the fields. I got enough cash to where we can buy fields, still pay off some of the loan by end of the day. Plus, we get to use a plow up here, which like I said, I can't remember the last time I had to use a plow in the upper plateau, because we're just doing the 3 crops now, which is canola, soybean, sunflower, in that order. And I thought, you know what? And it might be a little bit of a surprise for you guys to see that we're doing something kind of different here. We're kind of in that little bit of a routine of, doing the same thing over and over again in a way. Now, I also have a lot more, even if I don't sell the cotton today, I'm still waiting for, in case you forgot from last episode, we are waiting for the price of the wine to stop climbing. Last I checked, it was like $16.50. And the price was still going up, and we got a good amount of wine down there to sell. I think I might even get all my money back that we just spent. Maybe not that much, but pretty darn close. It seems like we'll get that far. And like I said, if the cotton gets up to 2,000, I think I said like, what, 1850? I'm really looking forward to. If it gets up to 1850, it's all sold. And that could be a couple $1 million of cotton sitting there. All right, let me get more of this done here, because I'm going to be start checking on the workers down the lower east side just to make sure that they don't merge over to the wheat field that I just planted not long ago. Yep, then I'll bring the Vulture up here and we'll set course play on that and see how it works. Make sure it can detect the field, which I'm pretty sure it will be able to. Before we tell Frank to come over here and seed this field with, what are we doing? Soybean. That soybean is the crop that we are planting in the rotation at the current time. So I'll see you in a little bit. By then, I should have this field as one. Just about done plowing in the entire, well, I shouldn't say the entire field, but getting the field all set to go. I don't have the Vulture up here just yet, but I was keeping a close eye on the John Deere and the quad down there. I still need to keep a close eye on the quad. I don't want him overtaking the cotton module harvester, but yeah, the John Deere worker, wherever that is, I need to hire them because so far they've been staying in the cotton field. Congratulations. Like I said a few times, I don't know, I mean, that should be plenty of space between those fields, but sometimes it does. They work down there no problem. Other times I catch them, they merge over to the other field, and it's like, how did you get over there? I don't know how. Anyways, this field up here should be all one at this stage, I do believe. Let's go ahead and take that plow, make sure I turn off create fields. And we should be okay. So he says. Go ahead and just park this right here for now. And we'll hook up the drill. The Vulture is all set to go. That is full of lime. Well, not the Vulture, the trailer that's hauling is. Let me go grab the Vulture, bring it on up here, and we'll set off a Frank Jr., I think it will be, liming these fields. Alright, our course play activated. Let me drive into the field itself. And let's see if I come to here, calculate current field's edge path. It should be fine. And then if I go ahead and add fields one edge path, yes. Alright, so now if I back up a little bit, let me get out of the field. Alright, course generation, field user 1, headland we'll do 2, and narrow it just a little bit so we make sure we don't miss anything. It should cover all the way from 13, 14, oh look at that, it does. So it calculated all the grass field, that is perfect. It's probably gonna run, you're probably going to run out of lime, aren't you? Let me help you out to get to the first waypoint there, Frank Jr. As my hand hits the microphone, I apologize for that. Alright, and you can take off, sir, or young sir. You are good to go. 14 miles an hour might be a little bit on the slow side because I got the cruise. That's what the cruise is, but it's fine. Not a big deal. Yeah, so I want to lime. I know this field here, like the grass fields did not need lime. And field 16 did not, but of course now it's going to be all one field. I want to lime the whole field because, I mean, 70% of it needs to be limed anyways. I don't want to lime just the areas that need lime because then I could harvest the next, after next harvest, field 13, 17 might need lime. And then the one after that. So it's just getting all the same cycle is what I want to say. How are we doing down here? Yet the John Deere did not merge over to field 32/34. The quad, yeah, the quad. I may have to stop the quad tech here in just a little bit. He is gaining on us. Or the harvester, not us. Let's go pick up another 40,000 liter cotton module. So we're going to let Frank Jr. do his thing up there all by himself. He's good for a bit. And then Frank Sr. will go in and seed behind him. So yeah, next harvest up there is going to be a little bit more busier than usual. And that field is quite the size, really, for up there. Comparing it to down here, yeah, not so much, but for up there, that's a pretty big field. Now, for the other fields up there, when we buy those, I'll probably start merging more fields up there and also taking the existing fields that we have and making them bigger outside the original boundaries as well, because you know, if you got the land, our goal right now is to get more product, more yield, to sell more to help pay off this $22.3 million debt that we still owe, which is a lot better than the $55 million that we once owed, so we're gaining on it. Yeah, so I think, how many more, you can probably go about 3 more rows, really. Then we'll probably have to have you stop. I'm actually surprised that the John Deere drill is keeping up with the quad. Seems kind of weird. But while we're all waiting here, let me go ahead and see what the price is. Yeah, so we're running at regular speed, so the price is not going to change too much yet. $12.67. So hopefully that gets up, you know, like I said, in the 1800s. The other price we're keeping an eye on is the wine price, which that stopped. Oddly enough, it's $16.63 both at the Agro Wholesales and Timberline Flour Mill. They're both in the upper plateau. Our winery is at the lower plateau, but the Timberline Flour Mill is going to win out because that's closer. And the grapes, well, we got tons of grapes, but we're not going to sell those. Oh, the meat price is going up today as well. That needs to hit 1,000 before I sell that. And I have enough. I may have enough for a trailer, but not a whole lot. As for anything else, don't have nothing to sell. How are the pigs doing? Oh, that's right. We're desperately, I don't want to say desperately need straw, but our next wheat harvest down here, which will be in a couple days. So hopefully they got enough straw to last that long. The food that they're using, finally they're using some food. I think the cows might need some straw as well. If I really need it, we'll go to the TMR mixer and take it out of there. A couple more days on the horses. So in the next couple days, whenever we sell the cotton, and of course we got the horses to take care of as well, we're going to have a whole bunch of money coming in. I am trying to slowly but surely take care of the potatoes. Did you not have washed potatoes in the mixer? All right. All right, so this was working. Am I not? Is the trailer moving on its own? All right, so let me move this belt a little bit. I always hate moving belts because I always do it wrong. I don't want to say do it wrong, but let me get it like this, like this. Am I close enough to grab out of there? I am. Perfect. Okay, now we're lined back up. So we got those potatoes sitting right there. That's not as many potatoes as it may look. It may be like 15,000 liters. And I got like 20,000 liters left in the silo, plus whatever in there. All that pile over there is pig food. Yeah, I just can't put it in the pig trough because our feed trough is so full, it won't accept that. So, just waiting for the pigs to use up some of the food. Yeah, I've been actually, yesterday's pig food I put over here. Yeah, they're just piling it everywhere. Yeah, I know. Well, that was a great idea. Let's put the pig food here, feed trough here, so when I go in to drop off the grain, I could top off the pigs and drive through into the silo. Yeah, and then I realized, well, that's kind of stupid because, well, now I can't drive in there. I think, oh, no, the John Deere is empty on seed. That's fine. How are you doing on lime? You're doing just fine on lime. You're about 75%. Well, all right. Let me go ahead and take care of some things around here as we wait for Frank Jr. to get done. And I'll bring it back in just a little bit. Well, after doing some farm owner stuff like getting the John Deere refill with seed and fertilizer, getting them back up and running, I stayed with the Quad Tech until he got right up to near where the cotton module harvester was. I said, take a break because, yeah, you're as far as you can go for now. And, yeah, I even took care of Frank Jr., brought him on down to a lime refill point and topped him off just to see if he should be able to finish maybe with what he has left. And then I can get his dad in the class Axion tractor and he can start seeding in some soybeans. And I thought, well, the price is done going up on the wine, so let's go ahead and bring it on up to one of the sell points and get a whole load of cash. So these are 4,000 liters apiece, and we got 20. So we do have 80,000 liters of wine here. So like 120, wait, 120? 130. I'm going to say 130 130 liter, yeah, 130,000. That was quick. All right, so maybe not that much. 115? Yeah, 115. All right, so that's not too bad. Wait, nope. Wait, there's another 13. So 126? 126. Oh, there must have been a crate on the back. I did not see. Did anything fall off? Because I did drive forward, so sometimes they can fall off. No. Yeah, so I think it was 100. We'll have to do that again. Don't worry, I got another trailer load down there waiting for us. But that's good. We might get all the money back from, you know, what we did on spending on that property, which is pretty cool. Yeah, then if that cotton price ever reaches. But let me go down and get another trailer load of wine, and I'll try to do that better this time. I did not know there was another crate in the back. See if I can. I didn't know it was going to sell that quick either. It sold really, really quick. Let's just do another one for take 2. Alright, so we're trying this again. Hopefully I can get the whole trailer on there this time. The only thing is it will never sell the ones right up front because, yeah, the truck is blocking the sell point, so those will stay on there. But if this fails, I do have another trailer load waiting for me down there. Oh, watch out for that light pole. Who put that there? That must be a new one. I don't remember seeing that before. Alright, so I think the entire trailer is on there, so let's go ahead and... Alright, so that's 118,000. Are we done now? So 2031, 131-ish, roughly what I got. Yeah, sounds good. 131,000 per trailer, and I got another trailer. So that's going to put us back up to around $800,000. And if that cotton price, like I said, if that cotton price ever gets there, that'd be good. Before I sell the third one, let me just take a double check on what some workers are doing. Yeah, the John Deere's almost caught up to the Quad Tech. Frank Jr. is just about spreading lime here. Looks like he's got maybe one more pass. And then his father can get going seeding some soybean in that field. The new field. I don't know what I'm going to call that field yet. Maybe the cluster, because it's, what, 5 fields? Maybe we can call it the cluster field? Maybe? I don't know. Maybe because I just said I don't know, cluster field, and that's just going to stick because that's the way it works around here. Anyways, another trailer of wine, if you please. Definitely had more wine than I thought. I still have like a half a trailer more down at the wine factory, so I probably will sell it just because it's fun to sell things and see the money come in. And yeah, can I get back up to $1 million today? Can I get back up to $1 million? Well, we weren't up to $1 million, but we're close. Can I get up to $1 million? So not only will I be able to buy $400,000 worth of land and convert it over to one big field, and by the way, Frank is seeding that field as we speak. Nope, do that button there. There we go. Perfect. Almost 800,000. Yeah, we reached the top of the hour, so I had to pay. Well, I've already paid $5,400 worth of worker fees in the last hour. But Frank Jr. is done, and Frank Jr., I looked at him and said, can you teach your dad on how to seed this field over here? And we'll see how he's doing here. He's doing the headland right now. So yeah, it's going to look pretty kind of weird at first, but it'll get done. As for lime-wise, well, you can see nothing needs lime. Little pieces here and there, but I'm okay with that. But Frank will go ahead and get the good news is part of this will be mostly double fertilized, but we need to be fertilized again. Meanwhile, how are we doing down here? Okay, yeah, the John Deere, you can kind of, I'm paying you to just sit there and you can't go any further. So, yeah, turn the engine off, the beacon off. Yeah, we're just waiting for the case cotton module harvester to get on going. Where am I here? That's right, I'm back up here. I needed to make another trip down and get a half a load of wine. Bring it up here. I may go down there and just take a little bit of a break, check out a few things. But I'll see you back up here. We'll sell the other half trailer load of wine. So what are we looking at? Like 70 grand? Wait, what were we? 65. Yeah, somewhere around 65 grand we should get if I got 10 pallets. I think I do. But we'll come back up here, sell those, which would, get us back over what we started with this morning, which is great. And now we just got to wait for the cotton price, see what that gets up to some point today. But after we get done with the cotton harvest down there in the lower plateau, which I may do that after this episode, because that's going to take a while longer. But we will wait for Frank to get done so we can kind of see how our new field pans out. Actually, it may take him a while, so I may do that after the episode as well. But we'll start next episode in the evening hours, probably because all of our fields will be pretty much prepped for, except for we may have to do some weeding and fertilizing by the end of the day. But that's what Frank and Frank Jr. can manage. Anyways, I'm going back on down here to get my last half trailer load of wine. And yeah, need to sell that just to watch the money go up, right? I promise the last load of wine I have for today, obviously since I only got 9 pallets, but it's still going to be pretty darn good. Hopefully I can get somewhere around 58,000. Hoping for like 58,000. Seems about what I probably should get. Let's see, let's do that, sell that, and that. Okay, better than I thought. But yeah, not too bad. Let's see, it's 50, yeah, 58, actually probably closer to 60, right? Pretty close to 60. Gets us back pretty much right where we were starting the episode, so not too bad. Which is not a bad area to kind of like end the episode. But before I go, for today anyways, we'll park this right here. I need to go down and get some cotton modules, I'm sure. How we doing down here? So yeah, beginning next episode, this harvest should be done, and hopefully Tweedledee and Tweedledum right here can go ahead and finish that. I probably won't bother seeding with a T8. How's Frank Jr., or excuse me, Frank Jr., Frank Sr. coming along? He's doing okay. Yep, the grass field's going bye-bye. This field here, yep, he's going to be zigzagging here a little bit. I'm kind of curious. I didn't see how he did coming up the hill, but he got up the hill. He made it around 3 times because we did 3 headlands on course play. So he should be all set. So hopefully he'll be done seeding this field as well by the time next episode rolls around, which I'm pretty sure he shall be. So the only thing we're kind of waiting on for, other than all the workers I just showed you, is we're waiting on the cotton price. Yeah, running at 1 times the speed, 1288, and yeah, climbing up slow. As for everything else, I really don't have nothing else to sell. I know you might be looking at sugar beet, but we're just keeping that for the sugar factory, which is producing slowly. The corn is for the pigs. The oats is for the horses. The wheat is for either the whiskey factory or the chickens. So I really don't have much of anything else to sell. As for animals, well, pigs will be sold tomorrow because we get 500 in the pig sty. Sheep are just doing the sheep thing. We just sold the wool not long ago. Same thing with the eggs. The cows actually do have 150,000 liters of milk again already. I don't want to say again, but we seems like we just sold that milk not long ago, and we sold like pretty close to 700,000 liters, but they're up to 150. But then again, we do have a good amount of cows sitting there. And of course the horses, well, we get a couple more days before we can start selling the horses once again. And little by little, we'll bring in the cash. Yeah, so our money right now is at 23.3 million. That's what we owe. Looks like, what way is we're at? We're at, definitely be paying off $750,000. I need like 70 grand to pay off the horse helpers and for loan interest at midnight. So if I can get a little bit more cash during the day, which we should, from property income, I am paying some workers here, so that'll come out of it as well. I might be able to pay $800,000 off that loan if I don't sell anything else for today. But we'll have to wait and see, and you'll have to wait and see at the beginning of the next episode, because by next episode, like I said, Frank should be done seeding this field, and the cotton field should be replanted as well. So, yeah, I'll probably see you in the late evening of this in-game day next episode. But that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching. As always, I'll catch you next time right here on the Pacific Northwest. But until then, have a good one.